Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a brand new episode of On It. We are here. You got me. You got Devin. What are we, like a day late? We were a day early last
We're a
episode.
day late and a dollar short, yes.
We were a day early last episode. Now we're a day late this episode. But we are
We
here.
evened it out.
We got a lot to talk about. We got a lot of, I'm not gonna lie to you, Devin, a lot of bullshit to talk about. We got a lot of bullshit to talk about. Maybe a couple of these things we can just maybe have some fun talking about, but a lot of these are some problems. So we're gonna get right into it. We got to talk about the biggest thing that I think everybody, especially in the football world, is talking about, and that's hip drop tackle being banned
The
for
fuck
the
out of
2024
here.
season. So how do you feel about it? We've talked about it before. We talked about it like a month ago or however long ago, and we both thought that, like, there was no chance of this happening.
Yeah, I think that there were 230 something hip drop tackles that they found last year. 15 people got injured. I don't know. I don't think that's important enough to call it an illegal play. And yeah, just
So
the
6% of those tackles ended in injuries.
which if you look at helmet to helmet, probably over.
All right.
Well, it depends. I don't know.
Look, okay.
I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know anything about. I've never tackled
I don't know how
anybody.
you feel about it, Devin.
No, I don't. I've never tackled anybody. I don't think it's going to be called on the field. I think players are just going to get their money fucking jacked out of their pocket.
No, it's going to be called on the field.
I know, but I don't know how often it'll be called.
As often as it happens, and that's often. It happens.
Those fuckers are blind.
No, bro. I'm telling you, this is going to be this is going to cause a lot more problems than people are even talking about. And I mean, you don't have to have played football or have tackled somebody. Okay. When first year,
I've never tackled a dude before.
I'm a little kid. My first year playing football. When I learned how to tackle, it was, sure. Is the method a little bit different? Are you taught to, get low and drive your feet? Sure. But do you know what is like a little bit easier? When you get low and wrap up and then just like
fall on their legs,
bring them down, which is ultimately the most common way people even get tackled. But that's the thing. The NFL is talking about hip drop tackles as if they're not as common as all of us are making them seem to be.
Yeah.
Because in the textbook definition of a hip drop tackle is what we see, to me, like 90% of times somebody is being tackled.
Yeah.
I mean, it's basically.
But isn't that safer than fucking driving your head into somebody?
Oh, it's football. It's not yes, safety is important, but you can't take everything out that can possibly make the game safer. If that's the point.
Yeah, no, of course.
And like it's I get it, haha, it's funny. Make it flag football.
Football.
What is the point?
And then we'll just go watch the, what is it? The UXL or something?
USFL or what? US. I forgot.
UFL.
UFL.
They merged.
We might be covering more of that than I
thought. I'll go watch the fucking DC Defenders.
But and that's the thing. You said you were like, you said maybe it's not called as often as we think. I think if it is called as often as they say it's going to be, which would be every single time it happens, they're going to throw a 15-yard. It's going to be a 15-yard penalty, Devin.
15-yard
penalty. It's going to be Patrick Mahomes.
Is it an unnecessary roughness or something like that? Or is it just a 15-yard hip drop tackle?
Yeah.
Is this the...
What is it going to be? Is it going to be like I don't know.
Don't
I don't know what it's going to be, but...
We'll just do the... We'll do the pack is back.
I was chopping my hips. Don't be a weirdo.
Isn't that offside?
Well, no, that's... My hands were this way.
Oh.
Offside. I don't know. We're spitballing.
We'll just do the pack is back, baby.
But do you know how slow games are going to be if this is called.
Yeah, if we're looking at every tackle,
Every single tackle.
that's really
Like
gonna suck.
they already made it they already established like, okay, we're gonna protect quarterbacks from the waist down.
Yeah,
Now every single offensive player or any ball carrier at that matter is gonna be protected from the waist down. And I don't really know how you teach how to tackle because at the end of the day, like I don't even want to gas it up this early, but like how are you gonna tackle Derrick Henry?
you pull that big fucking chunky thing on the back of his head.
No,
God,
you
no,
you're not going to be able to. I mean,
no.
to me, yeah, that's what you do.
That's the only way he's
You
been tackled, and to me, he's had a fairly healthy career
and like
for the most part.
now, there's two things I was also thinking about. It's
Hey,
oh
but this might help you guys. How the fuck are they going to tackle Derrick Henry?
well, here's the
Y'all
thing.
have it.
Here's the thing. It's a 1 year. This could be outruled after this year, and it could.
Yeah, it's like the pass interference review.
You know what a bitch it would be if the Ravens win the Super Bowl, the 1 year tackling was banned.
You guys are. That's what's going to happen. Mickey
That
Mouse.
yeah, that's gonna be it's gonna be the bubble championship for the NFL. The year that
Yep.
because that's the thing. It's gonna be an
At least it's
asterisk.
not the Taylor Swift year. That's fine.
I mean, but no, that's gonna be another thing. Fucking, I mean, Travis Kelsey, how you gonna tackle him? It's gonna be easy. Give it to Travis Kelsey. He's short of the fourth down in the AFC Championship game. 15-yard penalty, hip drop tackle, first down. Chiefs nail a field goal, back to the Super Bowl. It's simple as that. That's how
Super
next year
Bowl.
is gonna go. Um,
Now, yeah, no, this is just going to be one that they're going to pull out when they need to. Because I bet they're going to let everybody hip drop. They're never going to call it. And then when they need to,
but the NFLPA was against it.
a hundred
They were like, yeah, no, we don't
a
want this.
hundred
But I
percent
guess
again.
the owners voted it in. I just
Yeah. Why do we let 30 fucking. I mean, I guess they
no,
own the league, but
but fuck them. They don't.
what the fuck do they know?
Yeah, I hate to be that guy, but what do they know? I mean,
Well, because it's about money.
sure, but it's football.
I don't know.
It's football. You think Dana White's like, be careful out there, guys.
Yeah.
Money, be careful. It's like no. You know what Dana White has done? Like just what I just thought of off the I just thought of out of nowhere. He's not only ran this UFC shit up to the fucking max, but he
Yeah.
doubled down and started this slap league where
I know.
people are just slapping
Everyone's
shit
like,
out of
you're an.
each other.
That's not nice.
And
This lap thing seems way more dangerous than than MMA.
I mean,
You are defenseless.
you are letting them
You have to
fight,
stand there like this, chew down on something, and get your chubby fucking fat face slapped.
and while we're doing
But it's
that,
not a slap. It's a fucking open hand punch where your
yeah,
neck cranks and then you pass out.
yeah, it's it,
That's not a slap.
it's an open hand. It's an open hand punch. But and
It's an
meanwhile,
open
the
hand.
NFL is making sure there's less contact than like the NBA at this point.
Well, I guess they're trying to be like the NBA, where it's just only offense.
I mean, they could have
That's what they care about.
got rid of artificial turf. They could
That
have
would be. I mean, yeah, like it. This did not take very long to vote in. This
no,
is the first year they've ever talked about a hip drop. I've never heard of it ever.
and
And then immediately they go, boom, new
it's
rule.
like, bro, I get it. Like it sucked as a Ravens fan. Mark Andrews out for the majority of the year because of a hip drop tackle. But when I watched it, when it happened, it wasn't like, wow, that was a dirty ass play.
I mean, I have watched like what they call hip drop tackles, where they grab their hips and they kind of pull and throw their bodies like behind their knees, and like they fall on their ankles or whatever. I mean, I was just assume that's how you tackle people.
That's football.
Yeah.
That's just what it is. Like I don't I'm not happy about it at all. I'm not excited about it. They also did you see the other rule, the other change in the NFL? This one is really changing football in my eyes. kickoff is completely changed.
Oh God,
Kickoff
I saw it.
completely changed. So
It
basically,
looks like American Gladiator.
so now the kicker is going to be where they stay, and I believe they're going to drop kick. Like it's going to be like a punt. I believe. I don't
No,
know.
I think it's a regular kick.
I don't know. Well, who the fuck knows?
Well, I saw the UFL do it.
Okay, so maybe they just do it off
So
the
it's a
tee.
regular kick, and
Okay, you
then
got it. Go ahead.
at the looked about the 40 to 35 to 40,
So the
there would be the kicking
returner
team
is going to be between the 20 and in the goal line.
in the red zone.
Yes.
And then in front of him around the 25 or the 20 will be the
30.
receiving team, a line of the receiving team.
Yeah. Two
And then
lines.
5 to 10 yards away is the kicking team.
And
And
they
then
can't.
once the ball crosses the 20 or touches, yeah, I think it's when it is in the air or whatever.
I think it has to either hit the ground or a returner catches it. They
Yeah,
don't make
and then you
contact.
can run at them.
We did a horrible job of explaining that, but
Well,
it
they get it.
it sucks. Like
Look it up.
first, like I mean, I was playing Madden earlier. Like you know how much work EA is gonna have to do to scramble to change kick. Like
Well, they've also never changed shit in that fucking game.
no. This is like a whole system. This
They're
is a,
fucking all. They got AI. They're
no.
fine.
No.
Don't fucking
No.
no. These
No.
fucking
No.
little
No.
nerds. They got it.
No,
They're
no,
fine.
no. This is stupid. It's taken 2 decades for GTA 6 to be made. Devin, what are we talking about? Games are hard
The
to
little
make.
nerds
Games
got
are
it.
hard
No,
to
they're not doing it because the game's hard to make. They're doing it because they're just fucking stupid.
no. Yeah, yes, says the longtime video game connoisseur Devin. I'm
Then
telling
why
you.
the fuck does Call of Duty have a new game every
I'm
fucking
telling
year
you.
that sucks?
It's not Call of Duty, it's Madden. EA already sucks.
Yeah, no
Also,
shit.
kickoffs or onside kicks, surprise onside kicks,
Bam,
bye. They're
gone.
gone. You know, you have to announce an onside kick.
Which the only person doing onside kicks will be Sean Payton.
At this point, I say we make football kind of like baseball. Hear me out. Hear me out. Because y'all you want to ban tackling, you want to slow the game down, you want to make it as boring as possible. Let's make it let's up it a notch. Y'all get 7 or 8 drives each. Y'all go back and forth. Boom, 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 like innings.
Oh yeah, 9.
After
9,
after the, I won't even give him that many drives, honestly, Devin. That might be too dangerous.
7.
That might be too dangerous. I
That
have to
might
go
be too
7.
many.
I might have to go 7 or 6, 3.5. You know,
Yeah.
And that's it. Let's just make football as simple as possible. Fuck time, everything. No tackling. You got to grab. It's gonna be. You know what? I feel like it's gonna be a lot of just wrapping up, and then after a couple seconds, it's just gonna be whistles, which is gonna be so
Like the Pro Bowl from 4 years ago.
It's going to be Pro Bowl games every year, and what I saw a lot of people say, and I kind of agree, and it's kind of a lot of different variations of this statement, but it's kind of like the NFL should come together as players and kind of just purposely fold on defense. Like, all right, we're not going to tackle, we're not going to
Oh yeah,
drive,
just
we're not going to do shit.
first play of the season. Just sit down on your
I
hands.
mean, imagine an NFL strike. The only problem with that is there's way too many people who are like, well, I'll play.
Yeah.
I'll play. Oh, Jamal.
Especially now that you have a fucking minor league.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, like, oh.
All they're gonna do is just transport all those defenses and just put them there.
But it's a shame. And it's banned in
It
just the
is.
NFL.
Huh?
It's banned in just the NFL.
The hip drop.
So college players coming into this draft
Are gonna be taught to hip drop.
are going to be or that are coming into this draft next month
Oh yeah.
are going to be super fucked.
Yeah.
They just finished a year of straight hip drop central.
Well, I mean, I guess they were doing it in the NFL last year as well. So.
Yeah, but I don't know. But okay, even more that like next year, college kids that are going to get to continue to hip drop tackle, and they
And
have to come
now
into the league. I don't know. I hate
I
it.
don't get it.
I'm
I
not
like
happy about it at all.
to me it doesn't make any sense, but I really do hate the whole wrapping up thing. I hate when a play ends like that.
And
I
it's
want to
gonna
see someone
be.
get fucking knocked out.
It's gonna be.
That's why we watch football.
See, but that's the thing. It doesn't have to
Maybe
be.
not knocked out, but just
It doesn't
big
have.
old
It doesn't
shoulder
have
to
to
the
be the
fucking chest.
most. It doesn't have to be the most vulgar, or violent shit. But like the fact that we can't wrap up and drop to the
But
ground
now it's getting me. It's giving me the itch to watch old school fucking no face mask penalty football. Fuck your helmet.
But it's like we talk all that shit. We say we'll watch this, we'll watch that. At the end of the day, the NFL and us, me and you, know we're still gonna watch the
Shh,
NFL.
don't tell him that.
We're still gonna
Don't
watch
tell him
it.
that.
We're still gonna do this twice a week. Talk about every single game. Talk about
All
every
right,
single
can we
boring
make a
moment.
deal?
What's that?
If it ever turns into flag football, we're no longer watching it.
If the NFL turns into flag football, the majority of this podcast can be anything you want, other than the NFL.
I think I'll be dead by that point.
I don't know. Well, are you kill yourself if it's flag football or what?
No. It could be a long time.
I mean, at this rate, it's next decade.
Or I could just be driving on a bridge and
We're not even going to talk about that one. But last thing before we move on. What sucks, what's kind of like bad about all this is, you know what needs to happen for this to like not continue to be a rule going further like in this season?
no one needs to be injured by a hip drop.
No. People need to continue to get hurt at the same rate.
Well, yes.
So that the people against it go, see, people still got hurt at the same rate.
No, yeah, of course that will happen. Yes.
That means we're kind of hoping people like continue to get hurt, like more. A lot of people got hurt. It seemed like the injuries this past season were crazy. Like it was a difference. It seemed like a huge difference this year.
I'm usually hoping that everyone who is not a commander gets hurt. So
You see, you're one of those.
I know it's not nice.
You're a weirdo.
But
You're one of those weirdos.
what, that hopes that the other team gets hurt?
That's so weird.
How is that weird?
We would you know I'm like, look at it from your point of view.
Dude, if Daniel Jones got hurt,
y'all would still be third or fourth place in your division. Who cares?
I understand.
Who cares? It doesn't matter. I'm not worried about.
Well, no,
that.
like if we were, all right, maybe it's more so with baseball now that the Orioles are good, but like when Aaron Judge got hurt, I was hyped up. I was excited. Should I have been? Probably not.
But when Aaron Rodgers got hurt, we were like, damn, there goes a big portion of what we were going to talk about this season on the podcast. We didn't have shit to talk about when it came to the Jets. But
no, we didn't.
Hip drop tackle.
But no, for whatever reason, they're still fucking. I don't know. Fuck them.
Hip drop tackle, new kickoff. Let's talk about. Let's move on. Let's talk about some other shit. So what we were talking about, just over the past couple of weeks, just here and there, we were talking about how Dallas hasn't done a damn thing.
What, in 30 years?
Well, I would say more in regards to just transactions this offseason.
They signed one guy.
Eric Kendricks.
I don't know. They signed Kendricks?
Yeah, Eric Kendricks, who, 32-year-old linebacker. That's cool, but they've barely made any moves. That's really their only move so far.
Well, Leighton Vander Esch retired.
Okay, let's talk about it. So Leighton Vander Esch.
I saw a clip on what happened to him.
About his...
Trent Williams put him in a coffin.
Well, see, Dallas lost a couple people. Vander Esch was one of them, and what sucks about that is he was like, and it seems to be this has happened a couple of years with a couple people with Dallas, where it's like a promising linebacker.
Yeah,
and all of a sudden,
I feel like there was somebody else.
Jalen Smith.
Yeah,
Jalen Smith, Dallas Cowboy. That Dallas Cowboy. I was like, this guy is.
Did the same thing happen to Sean Lee, or was no?
Sean Lee, yeah. Remember the concussions and shit?
Sean Lee was a good player.
But Vander Esch, he kind of fell off after he fell off the past few years, and I believe he got released and then retired. Um,
Did I
I
thought
mean,
he just got.
I don't know. I think there was an
Well, did you
older.
see how he got injured? How he broke his neck?
No, I don't remember, but I do remember he had neck problems.
Trent. Well, yeah, that's why he had the big fucking plate.
Yeah, that fucking.
Trent Williams took him by like his back plate and threw him head first into Micah Parsons like this. And then he was done for the season, and then I guess he retired. I don't know. Maybe that was just. Sometimes those like YouTube shorts be lying. I don't like it.
Neck
They
injuries.
lie, dude.
See, I think neck injuries definitely helped encourage the retirement. Um, like I'm sure they do for any athlete, but they lost
Yeah, he
Pollard.
was released. He said medical reasons.
They lost Pollard. They lost Gallup. They lost Tyron Smith, and they haven't picked anybody up except for, like we said, Eric Kendricks. Which I mean, it's cool, but then
Yeah.
check this out. CD has a 5th-year option, but could be a free agent next season. And Dak Prescott, pretty much the same thing. They're said that he's expected to play out this season and be a free agent next year. So we're looking at a Dallas team that may
That's
potentially
nobody.
a complete rebuild. We've
Yeah.
spent our lives hearing about Dallas and we knew they were going to shit the bed every time, but they've at least had names, they've had people on their team, and at least somebody for annoying Cowboy fans to like scream in our face about.
Yes.
If CD
Yeah.
and Dak walks, is
You had nothing.
we've never seen this type of Dallas Cowboys team before.
No.
And
But no, I don't see Dak unless he wins a Super Bowl getting renegotiated. Definitely not CD. I mean, if I was CD, I wouldn't want to stay if Dak wasn't there. If you're trying to rebuild a team, but
last year they lost to Arizona, they lost to San Fran, they lost to Philly, they lost to Buffalo, they lost to Miami, they lost to Green Bay in the playoffs. They at this rate have no chance of competing with even Philly in the East.
no.
I mean,
But on paper, in terms of like wins and what they were winning by, people thought they were a good team, but they were.
that happens every year.
They're done.
I just
I have no idea what I was.
it says that there is insinuations that they have 7 draft picks and that's their main focus. But I mean, at this rate, I don't
7
think.
draft picks for who?
Well, I mean, a bunch of rookies and then CD Lamb, Dak Prescott. I mean, okay, Micah. Hey, I'm not ignoring you. I know you're over there.
Good. Trayvon Diggs.
The defense could be entertaining, but Dallas
Probably
is
not.
screwed.
Well, their defense was kind of what won them a lot of their games. Because they would just grab a pick from Deron Bland, and then they would go score, or he would score, and then it would be like 42-7 in the third quarter, and the game's over.
I mean, from what we've seen, we saw like, okay, maybe they could look into JK. I just saw that they were looking into uh oh man, I want to make sure I get it perfect. I want to make sure
But yeah, they dealt Pollard, which is fine.
They are looking into, I believe it was Dalvin or bringing Zeke back.
Now they're just fucking with us.
Yeah, I was about to say,
Yeah,
Jerry
they're
Jones.
trying to lose.
I mean, Jerry Jones said they're all in. They're here.
When
they're,
are they
they're
not
all in.
All into what?
But at least they have like some
Protecting Dak from more charges.
At least they have.
Sorry for the R word. Sexual assault charges.
At least they have some type of like bullshit roster to throw in our face to be like, well, look at us.
They have enough to win a 10 or an 11 spot.
Right now?
They got nothing to do with nothing.
But right now, I don't
They're
even
gonna get
think
fucking their booty cheeks whooped.
I don't think they're lucky that.
Are they still second in the East? Probably.
Yeah, but that doesn't say much when
No,
you're
I know. We're looking at number one a weak NFC, and then number two, fucking like they would stand no chance against any real teams,
that was a screwed. That that
which
that
is
was
fine.
that's my biggest
Which is
point
totally fine.
for you because you nah, it's for
But
everybody.
they've spent so many years trying to like get it done when they know it's not enough, and then was it a catch? Was it not a catch? Is Des
It was a
Bryant a
catch.
person?
It
Does
was a
Tony
catch.
Romo
It was a catch.
get drunk? What's
It
happening?
was a catch.
Is Jerry Jones racist? Yes. Why is he still here? He's Jerry Jones.
It was a catch.
And then it just still happens.
It was a catch.
Who cares?
Dez,
Yeah,
that
that's all he's
motherfucker
got.
still cares because it was a catch.
That'll be on his tombstone.
It was
Let
a
him have it.
catch. It was a
Fucking,
catch.
I don't know.
It was a catch, and now you can't get tackled.
Maybe that tackle would have been illegal.
Well, also, you know what else is bullshit? Like now, like I mean, like this kind of like segueing back to what we were talking about. But if I'm like Marshawn Lynch, I'm pissed. I'm like, but did you see what I had to do when
Oh,
like all people could do was try to hip drop tackle me?
his career. Yeah, I
He would
mean,
have
if
been
you
the
look at
greatest running
any
back of all
NFL
time.
player,
I mean,
who Marshawn could have
yeah,
been,
any of those
but I
running
mean,
backs,
any guys could have been even
Jerome
better.
Bettis.
Anybody could have been 1,000 times better.
I don't know when
I
you're
mean, think about how good Emmitt Smith could have been on top of his number one running back of all time records.
like we're copying the NBA's flow where it's like now it's like yeah, like we already heard it's like it was more physical back in the day, but now it's really going to be like you guys are
No, it's 100%
y'all
more.
are a bunch of bitches.
Uh,
It's just I am glad that I know that the players are against this, and it's
yes.
not the player. If the players are
What's
pushing it,
weird is that the NFL is against it, but at the same time, the NFL is making more money than ever. They're not losing viewership. And if they can keep their players a little bit safer, more money in their pockets.
you got to think about it, Devin. In the grand scheme of things, in the grandest scheme of
Yes,
things,
grand scheme. We need to keep up real football.
if they save any money, like the money that they even think they're gonna make off of this rule being, you know, the, the money they think the money they even think they're gonna make off of this rule would not impact any type of profit the NFL brings in.
Yeah, it's just Swift.
They lost Aaron Rodgers week 1. That is
That
way more
real
impactful
bumner.
than any hip drop tackle all season.
Yeah, Aaron got dick dropped by that fucking turf field.
But they won't spend the money to put real grass in New York.
Was that grass or was that MetLife is turf?
It's artificial turf. It's shitty ass turf. It's the same turf that
Split
fucking
film.
it's where Richard Sherman tore his Achilles. It's where
Odell
it's not
or his ACL.
it's not a very good field. It's not very kind to players. But
Did the Rams win in their own stadium, the Super Bowl?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I know Tom was the Bucks were the first to do it.
Bucks, yeah, and then the Rams, which was weird. It happened back to back.
Back to back.
All right, some other things. Some NBA. Finally, some NBA. Russ returns. He actually returned yesterday after they lost to the Pacers.
There was talk he wouldn't come back in the regular season.
Yeah, he came back.
I don't know how many games are left in the regular season. I couldn't tell you that.
You can pull it up. I can give you the exact number. They were 6-6 without him. They came back and lost to the Pacers, which did not look too good. Tyronn Lue came out and said that these motherfuckers are soft, apparently, which I kind of like that. He's like not just being a little like, we talk about how head coaches are like meaning like mean nothing in the NBA, and they're kind of just there.
Yeah.
So it's nice to know that they will. There are still some that will dig in your ass, and I'm sure I'm ignoring a lot of other coaches that are already.
Yeah, we don't know what goes on,
but you know what I mean. Like Tyronn Lue, like when he was when he was with for example, when he's with Braun, it's like
Yeah.
it's Braun, it's Braun's team. It's
He's like,
like look at Ham now.
listen to him. Yeah,
Like
hands.
it's like it's kind of a joke. But
Uh,
that's Russ is
if I'm
back
doing my
already.
math correct, 39 plus 33 is 72. So 10 games.
Okay, we're almost there. We're almost in the postseason.
Thank God.
In Golden State.
And have you paid attention to March Madness? Because I haven't for 1 second.
No, not really.
Like I have zero idea of what's happening.
No, not
Like I
really.
feel like it started and then now it's almost over, and I have no idea what the hell's happened in the past week.
And also, I saw this thing. Like, I guess it's like
And then apparently, like someone's being racist to like women from Utah. I don't know.
I don't know about that, but there was like this thing. I guess it's like the women's college basketball like MVP, like the Heisman for them, and it was like asking like who deserves it. And look, I really don't know much about it, and I don't want to be like this blatantly ignorant towards women's college basketball. But with that being said, if we had to sit here and hear about Caitlin Clark this fucking long, and some other
Yeah,
girl, some other woman wins the Heisman of women college basketball,
just call it the Caitlin Clark
what are
Award
we talking
and
about?
then piss off.
But no, I haven't looked at any March
Isn't that
Madness
what
grading.
the Wooden Award is? Like the John Wooden Award? Isn't that like the best player in
I don't know, but
college basketball
I don't pay
for
attention.
men?
I don't pay attention to college basketball much these days.
Is it the Brittany Griner Award?
Let's not.
The worst trade in U.S. history?
Remember when Okay, fuck that. You know what we should have done?
What, when she beat her wife?
Come on, bro. What is
Oh,
up with
sorry.
you?
I
No.
don't
When God damn it.
know.
When
Sorry.
when all that was going on and she was over, there locked up. You know what we should have done? And I feel like
Yeah.
Russia would have agreed to this, okay? She can come back. One condition. She gets what she asked for. Ready? That one-on-one versus Boogie.
No, dog.
And she has to win.
No, that would be the great dude. If she had to fucking play Boogie Cousins
Do you not
to get
remember?
freedom,
Do you not
yes.
remember when she was like,
Yeah.
and everybody
She
on
can
the
barely dunk.
and KD and them were like, shit, I don't know. I like her
Boogie,
confidence.
dude. People forget Boogie was Boogie was dropping 50 and 20s back in the day,
This was
and getting 2 techs.
This was prime Boogie, and she was like,
Dude, he would get kicked out of the game with 50 points.
I beat him.
He'd be like, "This is ridiculous.
I beat him 1-on-1.
This is goddamn ridiculous."
What the fucking
And she's like, "Yeah, I got him."
USA basketball? She's like, no, yeah, I got him. That would have been
that
way
guy-
more entertaining for all of the world. 1-on-1 live television versus Boogie.
Yeah, the fact that she said that.
You catch the dub, you can come back home. That would have been way better. 1-on-1 for freedom, Devin. That's what it would have been. The pay-per-view.
What a fucking
the pay-per-view
thing that is.
The pay-per-view would have been insane. But I saw this one topic in the NBA that I wanted to ask you because I was curious. More pressure. Who has more pressure to win their first ring? And you can answer this either way. More pressure to win their first ring overall, or more pressure to win their first ring this season? Dame or Tatum?
More pressure to win in general?
I think in general it's easier.
I think. Well, no, I think that Dame has more pressure to win now. I think he has more pressure to win in general. But for who Tatum thinks he is, I feel like he might have some pressure to win right now, even though he'll probably catch one throughout his career, whenever that may be. But
okay, let's talk about let's answer it both ways. This year, I think specifically this season, I think it's closer than what people think because
Yeah,
in reality, it should be the person who has less time in their career left,
left.
which is Dame.
How do we
And
know?
I mean, in
Dame could play for another 30
he
years.
could, he could, but you know, if medicine's that well, then or if medicine is that good, then so should Tatum. But what I'm saying is, Dame got what everybody has been asking for, and that's a fucking
A,
squad. Like,
a teammate?
and he's playing with one of the best players in the NBA, and it would almost be a shame if we look back and this is the only chance he had to win. The closest he
Yeah.
got to winning the finals was this season.
This is definitely not the only.
We don't know
I
that.
mean, Dame spent, for loyalty purposes, spent fucking, what, 12? I don't even know how long.
But I'm just saying,
10
like
years
you
in
lose.
fucking Portland?
NBA teams are weird, bro. You miss a couple of those, just a couple pieces, and chemistry. I mean, I get it. You keep your core guys. If it's Dame, Giannis, Middleton, shit. Yeah, no, I'm cooling. But still, like, I mean, fucking Bobby Portis has been balling. Like they got they got a
Yeah.
squad. They need to win now because we
No.
don't know how long that squad's really going to last. But I will say, well, to answer to respond to you saying what Tatum thinks he is, I will say that I think they're both established already. Like, no matter what, especially in the NBA, like compared to other sports, like you don't have to be a champion to be talked about or to be recognized or praised. Like when you look
In
at
the long run, yes.
yeah, in the long run, like you look at someone like an Allen Iverson, like that's like it does not matter
Barkley?
the lack of jewelry on his hand, but or that's the thing. Most of the guys we listen to the most talking about basketball don't even have a fucking championship. So I mean, what are we even talking about? I hear
Kenny the Jets got two of them
I
whores.
see Gilbert Arenas talk about basketball more than anybody. Um,
Gilbert, I don't know.
but
Sometimes Gil's cool. I don't want to talk shit, but
Tatum has time. I don't
yeah,
think
of
Tatum has
course.
to win this year. I think this might be one of his best opportunities, like Dame.
And what this would do for the rest of his career to win one this early, because that's earlier than a lot of guys. Because a lot of guys, I mean, Steph was a little bit older when he won his. Brown was obviously in on a different team, a decent amount into his career. Tatum would be very young to win a championship
So right
as
now,
leader of a team.
this season, I'd say Dame.
He's what, 25, 26?
Tatum.
Yeah.
He's not. He ain't that. Yeah, he's around there. But like I would
20.
say for good, like for their career, for career's sake, I would say Tatum.
He needs to win one?
I would say so. And I'm a well, hear me out. Hear me
Like,
out.
well, because Dame, we kind of know who Dame is as a, like, he's already got respect of the
We
masses.
watched so many prime years of Dame doing what he did, and it
Yeah.
was like, wow, like
We
imagine.
know he should have one.
It's like imagine what he could do if he had this, had that.
Yeah.
So even if
But
he
Tatum is in a position where he's got this and he's got that.
like, and he also doesn't get trolled for it, like the way like Chris Paul gets just
What?
absolutely shitted on for not having a championship.
Yeah, yeah. No, no one talks shit about. Well, because
But he's had more. He's had more. Look at the play
it's
people.
more success.
Look at who he's played with though.
I know.
That Clippers team. I mean, look. Don't forget about Lob City. Don't forget about the fact that he was in Houston doing what he was doing with Harden. Like he
Made a championship with the
brought
Suns.
OKC
He
to the
was in OKC.
playoffs. Like, which in the grand scheme of things, those motherfuckers are just gonna turn out to be nice anyways.
Yeah.
But
Well,
no, they're nice. They're nice. They know
to
well.
who?
To who?
Yeah.
everybody but Giddy on that team is very good at basketball. If that's what you needed me to say, if you needed me to really break it down. But no, more pressure to win, period. I would say Tatum, just because, like we said, we had so many
Well, because people expect him to win.
because we've seen Tatum in that we've seen Tatum have the opportunity already. We already saw Tatum in a finals. Let's not forget that.
Well, we also don't. Yeah, that is true. But we also like Dame's already categorized as one of the best shooters ever.
Shooters? Oh, Dame. Sorry, Dame. Yes, sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Dame.
yeah, yeah.
Like I don't know. He's got his little piece of history. I'm not sure a championship does a whole lot because it's with a guy who's already won one and it's late in his career. He is balling, but it's like I don't. He doesn't need that to be Dame.
No,
Tatum needs to win the championship to be.
but are we?
But he also needs an MVP.
But are we being too like easy on Dame?
No,
I think we might be a little because let's think about it. Okay, so when we look at Steph Curry,
Dame's old.
think about it though. Steph Curry, if he doesn't have those championships, he's another shooter.
Yeah.
Like, okay, like I don't want to shit on Ray
Shit,
Allen.
Dame's younger than Steph.
Listen, I don't want to shit on Ray Allen, but when it comes down to it, like, yeah, he has. Yeah, you can call him an NBA champion, but he's
Yeah.
gonna be known for his
Shoot.
best skill, his best asset on the court. And if Curry wasn't in the situation he was in and had the teammates he had, didn't have that, he would kind of be looked at as great, amazing player,
Yeah.
just an amazing
Like,
3-point
do you
shooter.
think
If Kyrie,
if Dame did have a squad, he wouldn't be the best player on that team? Like how many teams could we build that would be good enough to win a championship, but where Dame would be the star?
do you think Dame is a top 15 player in the NBA?
Maybe. Yeah.
Well, then, yeah, you can pretty much pair him with most people, and he'll be the best player on the team. If that's what you're
But if
asking me.
you put him onto like a championship team,
If I put Dame on a championship team, he would be a big reason for why that team would be a championship team.
sure.
If it's a championship team. But like, okay,
Yes.
right now, that's the thing though. You can argue who's better, or Giannis or Dame. Like, you can have
Yeah.
that conversation.
Yeah.
It's not just clear cut. Oh, Giannis or oh Dame. Like I think they're two different. I don't know how different. They're definitely different. Well, no, Giannis is Giannis.
They're very different players.
I don't know, bro. And Giannis has got his. I mean, I don't know, bro. It's
Giannis
weird.
has his ring. He's
It's
good.
weird, bro. It's weird. I think but like I was saying, like, okay, Kyrie, if he does back to being too easy on Dame, Kyrie, it's if he doesn't have that
Kyrie
20,
yeah.
if he doesn't hit that shot, he's still doing his thing, but you got to think like the situations, like okay, if
Like all the well, I don't think he would have caused as many problems as he did. No one would have put up with his problems.
he might not end up in a great situation with Luka right now, balling if the dominoes didn't fall this exact way.
Yeah.
Which it could be stupid to say, but you just don't know. Which why I think all these point guards that do have rings or players that do have rings were kind of like we discredit what they brought to the championship team, or it kind of seems like that's what we were just doing, and saying like, oh well, Dame didn't have anything, so it doesn't matter if he doesn't have a championship. But I feel like if we look back on it, it will matter. Maybe not as much as if you look at the chances or opportunities Tatum has already had in his career, but it's definitely like gonna. I don't know, like
I'm very confused by the NBA.
like okay, James Harden. You know, like he had his window of winning a championship, and
Yep.
it's gone. If
Well.
it's gone,
Well,
him being the number one or number two on a championship team to me is done.
it's well gone. Yes,
It's
agreed.
done. If Kawhi doesn't go to Toronto, if KD doesn't tear his Achilles, Kawhi isn't, Kawhi.
No,
He's that guy that did that one. He's that guy that won that one championship in San Antonio where he locked down LeBron. He
exactly.
did that. But is he Andre Iguodala? Is that what we're doing now? Is it,
That's what he would have been if that 4 bouncing shot didn't fall.
that
Which,
that's a drop off.
fuck that shot, dude.
So I would say this
Joel
year,
Embiid would have been in a finals.
Dame.
Was that a conference finals?
That was yeah, yes,
Was it Philly
yeah,
Raptors?
yeah, yes. I think so. I believe so. Either way, I'd say right now, Dame. All time, looking back, like when we're looking back on this, I would say Tatum, but I will say we're being a little too easy. We're 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 we're, we're, we're not being too hard on Dame, and I feel like we should be.
Yeah.
Like he needs a win. He needs a chip. He needs a chip. As
I mean,
much as Tatum.
I have. I can't be hard on Dame for anything.
Why after this season? If they shit the bed, can you not
No,
be?
I'm just saying.
Was that a game?
I got no speak. I got nowhere to talk shit on Dame. But if I were to talk shit, I would say, hey, you'd be a great shooter. You go down as a great shooter, but yeah, 10, 15 years, no one's remembering no shit about Damian Lillard.
But see, I will argue against that. We're all gonna remember
Well, no,
Damian
what
Lillard, but
he'll be brought up as is that dude was lethal.
he's remember that shot over Paul George? That's what it's gonna be. That it's not gonna be a championship run. So
Remember the guy who went,
I don't know, bro.
that was also Derrick
I
Rose.
think Dame and Tatum are very, very close. No, Dame hit a frozen stare into the camera as well. You were right, but
No, I know, but
I
Derrick Rose,
I
he
think
got picked up and
I think they're very
that's
close. Tatum and
yeah, no, it's
Tatum and
they're both in spots where yes, both of them should have championships by the time that their careers are over. But I hope Tatum never wins one, and I hope Dame maybe does.
hey, Devin, I'd rather be a starting running back on a bad team than like get a DUI.
Which one are we talking about? Oh fuck. Yeah, yeah. You know what? Fuck that school that gave me an opportunity. I'm gonna go to the school where every time I walk out of a bar, they throw their keys at me.
So I
They let me
didn't.
drive home.
I only saw headlines. Did you read into it at all? Because I didn't. I didn't
Uh,
like.
well, it was he's 20, so already underage drinking. He was. I think he got caught for reckless endangerment. A couple things. I mean, imagine transferring, and then they're like, yeah, no, dude, you cannot play for us.
Bro, like
Let me see what, but yeah, he could be suspended if he gets convicted. But yeah, he was going 80 to 90 in a 50 at 1 a.m. Crossed the double yellow to pass vehicles. He got charged with DUI, reckless driving, failure to maintain lane, and too dark of a tint. His DUI charge was classified as less safe, which in Georgia means he can be convicted even if his blood alcohol was less than 0.08.
yeah, because he was underage.
Well, and the fact that he got charged with reckless driving. He was
I
whipping
forgot
to
he
train.
was 20. Oh shit.
Yeah, no, he's 20,
I mean, see,
which
my whole thing is
makes
just
sense.
like okay, hate on like people can hate on like Shador. People can hate on Angel Reese. any of these college athletes, but like I guarantee you, no one's gonna say shit about the idiot that went from Florida to, I'll give it to him, a better team, and
Yes.
and on the way out, shit talks Florida, all this shit, and then pulls this type of stunt, which I mean, hey, right, Gators, that we already got that that bad trait about us where our players don't
Yeah.
don't.
Well, now it's on Georgia, who have had not great things happen in their recent
Can I
past.
ask you a question without us joking about it? Was that a DUI situation, Jalen Carter, or was that
It was
just
a
a
race.
okay? They
It
were
was a race where he was racing another teammate in another car. They were both speeding. The other dude crashed, and then like him and an assistant lady died.
but there was no report of like it wasn't a DUI situation. It was just reckless driving.
Probably,
Okay.
but they were probably drunk.
Okay.
Also, it's Georgia football. This has happened in Alabama football for years, just college football in general. Guys usually don't get in too much trouble
Yeah.
compared to how
Yeah.
much trouble a regular person would get in.
Yeah. They get classified as kids, even
Yeah, they're just
college.
kids. They're having fun. He just won a national championship.
Let's.
Let the guys have fun. And then what's his nuts? Stetson running through the neighborhood,
Oh
banging on
yeah.
doors, seeing who's awake, trying to find fucking cocaine. The guy's 25. He should not be allowed near a college campus.
Oh shit! All right, let's talk about let's talk about something else. I saw something that said Jordan Love believes that there's no better time than right now for the Green Bay Packers to win a Super Bowl. Now here's the thing, Devin. Here's the thing. I I'm not gonna sit here and like debate about whether or not this a team should have confidence that they can win it
No, of
all.
course.
Every team has that mindset and player.
Not every team has to say it. Well, not every team has that mindset, but yes, any team that believes that they are somewhat of a contender, yes.
Every team portrays themselves as believing in themselves to be able to win every game they play in.
Some teams don't.
No, I'm saying
Yes,
I'm saying like
win.
we when it comes down to media,
Whose time is it? Time.
all this, all teams go for it. But my thing is no better time than now. That's my problem with it. It's like, yeah, you can have the confidence in
Yeah,
being able to be a Super Bowl winning quarterback,
yeah.
but
I don't
buying
know what makes him think that he can do it now.
I can't buy into
I
Green
guess
Bay.
when Aaron did it,
I can't buy into Green Bay yet.
no.
I mean, okay, they finished 9-8, but were praised for finishing 8-2. They finished out the season 8-2.
Oh, that's not a good sign.
Look at it a little bit. I looked at it a little bit closer. So in that eight, in those, in or they finished. Excuse me, they finished 6-2 in their final 8 games.
Okay.
So in those 8, they did beat Kansas City, but they
Kansas
also
City was literally a fucking weak team all year.
they also beat the Chargers, Detroit, Carolina, Minnesota, and Chicago. They lost to the Giants and Tampa.
Yeah, no.
They got to the playoffs, and I'll give it to them. I'll give it to them.
They beat Dallas.
They beat Dallas in a very weird playoff
But-
game. And then
Well,
played.
they just got, what was it, like 24-0 in the first half? First quarter?
Are we thinking of two different games?
Weren't there there were defensive touchdowns. The Green Bay went up huge in the first half.
Sure, maybe. Am I forgetting something?
Dak threw like 2 pick-sixes. Or 2 picks in the first
Why do
quarter
I
or something.
why do I feel like I don't remember anything?
I don't know. I never remember games from last year, but I kind of remember that game.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it was 27-7 in the first half. Yeah.
I don't know
They
what
went up huge
game.
on.
I don't know what game I was thinking of. That's my bad. But yes, okay. So they did win a playoff game, but to me, like they shouldn't have any more hype than like the Bucks.
Yeah,
Like, why are we giving all of this? I mean, like, we're talking about buying in right now to the Packers on winning a Super Bowl. There's no better time. Like, to me, the hype Jordan Love is getting,
Josh Jacobs.
the hype that Jordan Love is getting, it seems like there is a better time, like 2 or 3 years from now.
Yeah,
It's like Packers Texans Super Bowl. Like that would be like the better time to win a Super
yeah.
Bowl because they got next year they're gonna have to worry about Philly, worry about Detroit, worry about Tampa, worry about San Fran, worry about the Rams, potentially a good Atlanta team, maybe even a good Chicago team to deal with. That's just in the NFC. So I don't. I right now, like I said, best. There's no better time to win a Super Bowl than right now. Uh, I don't know. Like I don't know. Maybe be more like Dak. I'll throw less than 10 picks. I'm not saying I'm winning a fucking Super Bowl.
I mean, he did it.
I'll throw less than 10 picks though. But
Congrats to Dak.
you want me to win a Super Bowl? No, that.
I'll eat my words,
Just
but I
absolutely
will lose to Matt LaFleur
100,
in the first round.
100%. I will lose to Matt LaFleur in the
I,
playoffs. Jalen Johnson. We didn't talk
I,
about this.
I couldn't even tell you who the fuck that
We didn't
is.
talk about Jalen Johnson. Jalen Johnson is
Did you see me?
he's the corner for the Bears. Made the comments about Caleb Williams, who was basically saying that Caleb is going to need to humble himself.
Okay, gotcha.
I don't know where that's coming from. I don't know if he knows something we don't, or has seen something we haven't seen, or if I don't know much about Caleb Williams because I just heard him talk for the first time like yesterday.
Yeah, no. I mean, he might come off. I don't think he's very humble, which is fine.
See.
He also has a pink phone case and he paints his fingernails. There's a lot going on. He's a superstar.
See, but he said something like he's got to leave that Hollywood shit. But it's like,
But you got zero room to talk. I hope that guy gets cut.
well, it's like this is the guy
Like
that
what? We're gonna keep the same locker room energy that won us 3 fucking games last year?
like
What the fuck are we doing?
like this is the guy the franchise is pretty much banking on to be their guy.
They could give if Caleb wants this guy gone, he'll be gone in a week.
If Caleb wants every single Bears player on the roster to paint their nails, it's fucking
He'll do it.
there's gonna be a salon there's gonna be
It'll
a
say
spa in the Bears.
it'll say "Da Bears"
Yes,
on their
yeah,
nails.
they'll all have their nails painted. Which, I mean, look, I saw Caleb talking, and it was like, when because they asked him, he was explaining why he wasn't throwing at the combine.
Yeah.
He's like, well, like just watch my film.
Go watch my tape.
Which is like, I feel you. He ain't the first quarterback to not throw at the combine, so I'm not gonna sit here and act like that's some shit to not be humble about. But it seems like people are picking everything apart. Like he was walking out on his pro day, and he didn't make eye contact with Keenan Allen, and people are like,
No, they dapped up.
Well, no, when he first walked out, but he was like
Okay.
looking away at something else. Like he didn't. I don't think he even. People are like, look at the way he's acting. And this and that.
Yeah, no, they're literally trying to find everything on this
People want Caleb Williams to look bad, but it's like I don't really see. Like I don't see it. I don't know where it's. I don't know where it's coming from. I don't know if it's just people that don't want him to succeed. Which if you don't think he's gonna be good or as good as people expect him to be, fully understand that. It's Bears quarterback. That's just a thing that happens in Chicago.
And it's a USC quarterback.
Yeah, so maybe he doesn't.
Sam Darnold, Matt Leinart, all these guys who were supposed to be good.
But like
Mark Sanchez, the list goes on.
Him painting
just like UNC quarterbacks.
Him painting his nails to or having a fucking pink phone case or whatever.
I'm joking. Relax.
No. But I'm saying people take that serious and are like dead.
Well, the
dead
fuck
on,
Utah thing from 2 years ago, that was kind of because they got lit up by Utah.
Whatever.
But if you're gonna talk shit like that,
okay. But we make fun of Shador for talking shit. I mean, what?
Shador should be made fun of.
It's okay. We can and also football players. I won't even just say that. People are very senile or naive, whatever word I want to use. And I'm gonna explain why. Because Caleb Williams, a lot of people are saying he's not humble. He needs to, he needs to humble himself or whatever. And he might not even know that he's coming off as, I don't know what, a dick, or however people are.
I think he knows he's being a dick.
Okay, I saw a clip a week ago of Ocho Cinco making a comment. He said something like, I wasn't a flashy guy. I'm not a flashy guy. Talking about like wearing jewelry or something to that extent.
Yeah.
Chad Ocho Cinco?
Yeah.
Full
That's all he
fucking.
was.
I mean.
Well, he was an antics guy. He may not have been like a jewelry guy.
Okay, but he was like the definition of flashy. Like,
yes,
flashy is wanting attention, doing something for attention. It's like,
Was he sparkling? Maybe not. But was he?
Do you not?
Yeah, doing everything for attention.
Oh, so you don't remember his teeth?
No, he did have a grill.
Oh, okay.
He had multiple
grills. Them gold things were shining. He was
flashing. No,
he was flashing.
He was big on it. No, of course.
But I'm saying maybe Ocho Cinco truly believes like, no, I wasn't flashy. It's like,
but no, even if Caleb wants to be a dick, let him be a dick. He's the number 1 pick in the draft. Who cares?
Yeah. And here's the thing.
If he shits the bed, then sure, everyone's fucking right, whatever. But I don't know. I don't really care what he does. It's fucking Bears country.
But yeah, bring some hostile energy to the locker room for your friend.
Yeah. Sounds fucking great.
Need to humble
yourself.
What are you gonna?
Yeah, we don't need that Hollywood shit. Hey, I know that you're better than anyone who's ever walked into this building, but calm it the fuck down. Chill your tits. They haven't even drafted him yet.
I know, but it's like it's so set in stone. Is this not tampering? Is it tampering if Chicago's like tomorrow's like, look, we're drafting Caleb Williams, or is that like that's fine? I feel like that's fine.
Well, that they should do that. That would be funny, and then not draft him.
That would be great. But do you know what I want to talk about, Devin? This is something I've been really excited to talk to you about. And that's Deion Sanders. Deion Sanders was recently on, I believe it was Willie and Gallo's podcast.
He was on 7 Toes?
Nope.
Oh.
$1 million worth of game. And he was talking about Shador and Travis.
Yeah.
He
said, when do you think your kids are going to get, he said, where do you think they're getting drafted? Is that what you're talking about?
That's one of the bullet points, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And do you remember what he said?
Yeah, no higher than 4.
He said one of them,
no lower than 4.
One of them's going.
He said one of them's going 1, and then the next one is going to be less than 4.
No less than
4.
No less than 4, or no higher than no lower than 4.
Is that how this works? No higher?
No lower.
No lower? I don't
know. Lower. They're not going to fall any lower than 4.
They're not going to fall any lower than 4.
Which I guess that was his nice way of saying he knows Travis is getting drafted first or over.
Travis is getting drafted 1.
Even though
you're a 2-way player.
Okay, he's not. He's not.
That's what he thinks is going to happen.
Nobody out of Colorado is getting drafted number 1 overall next season.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past Travis too. But I hope they don't.
But what? I don't know, bro. I think the guy that hasn't set his heart on one position yet is gonna.
Yeah, I know, but his heart will get set onto a position when he hits the NFL. That's not flying in the NFL.
Quarterback is going number 1 next year. That's what's gonna happen, and it's not gonna be. True. It's not gonna be Shador. I really hate to break it to everybody, especially if it keeps if. Look, I'm not going to sit here and act like I want them to go 4-8 next season, but it's just not.
No,
real.
I do.
You can all you want. It's just, but it's not realistic that they're going to go 12-0.
They finished last in their division last year. I think that they could finish last in whatever shitty division they're in this year.
Okay,
where are they this year?
But hold on, there's more. Deion said.
What did he say?
Hold on, fuck that. There's more Deion said that's more important.
No, I said what he say.
Oh, I thought you said wait a sec. I thought you said wait.
No, I got nothing to say. What I want to hear what this dummy said.
He said that he knows he has specific teams, only specific teams he wants them to go to.
That's bull jump.
And that he said that there will be an Eli situation if otherwise. Basically saying Shador and Travis, if they don't get drafted to the teams on his list, they're gonna pull out. They're gonna sit out.
Leave the room. That's bull jump. What the fuck are you gonna sit out for?
I just don't. Okay, people were grilling Caleb Williams for being like for even the hypothetical of him sitting out if Chicago drafted him. If
Yeah.
Shador got any opportunity to play in the NFL in the future,
All.
he's gonna take it. And
I would hope.
if I'm if I'm the guardian of Travis,
Yeah, and what if
go ahead.
like Shiloh? Was Shiloh's gonna turn down offers?
It's just
Travis Hunter, if he gets injured next year, is gonna turn down offers.
But if I'm
be drafted.
if I'm like Travis Hunter's mom, I'm pissed.
Yeah, I would be like, hey,
Like
let's not keep talking shit.
Shut the fuck up.
Shut up, Deion.
My kid will go
like he thinks that that's his kid
wherever he wants to be. It's just a shame that he's doing the same thing that it's way worse than whatever LeVar Ball did. LeVar Ball was there. He was there running.
What LeVar did was he set his kids up for success, put them in the right places, and then let them go. What Deion's gonna do is fucking be all over his kids, even when they're in the NFL.
He has held Shador's hand throughout this entire time, and which leads to another thing I saw. Shador was talking. He was shitting on the talent of 6A high school football players, which is like hilarious.
Massive.
Because he was talking about
who was shitting on that?
Shador.
Why?
Basically saying like a lot of those guys, he's like, I don't see them now.
Where did he go to high school?
Some fucking
probably some 2A private.
No, yeah, it was some private or prep school with his dad.
Yeah, exactly.
But then he made a comment. He was like, I've been a guy that's just, always been against the odds.
What odds,
bro? Okay, but that goes back to what I was saying. These people are senile. Like they don't even know what lives.
No, he's stupid.
He's like,
no, he has no idea.
I've just been against the odds.
He thinks that he's living the same life that Deion lived, but he's not.
He's okay.
He thinks that he's like an underdog in a movie. He's not.
Like this is worse than Bronny and Braun. Like at least
this is 1,000 times worse.
Bronny, or at least like Braun is letting Bronny do his own thing. Now, yes, is he there hyping him up, talking his shit the same way LeVar was? Same way LeVar was?
Yes.
That's perfectly fine. But we're talking about a guy who has been coached by his father
since day one,
forever.
Yeah. And then your dad started your career off in the wrong fucking place
and
to prove a point about HBCUs, and then left, and then brought you to another shitty organization,
and
another shitty college football team.
And that's against the odds.
He's set up for 0 fucking NFL games. He's set up to play 0 NFL games. He is nothing.
Which is
he's shat the bed anytime he's faced pressure, unless it was Colorado State.
But it's a shame though.
Because he went Brady mode.
If it could just be like, yo, Deion Sanders' son, like he's a quarterback
who was fighting for spots at top schools and not having to fucking ride on the coattails of his dumb father holding him back. His dad's the one holding him back. Shador, if he was good enough, could go play on a top SEC team.
I mean,
but the problem is his dad can't get there. His dad's stuck in Colorado.
We talk about fucking like I completely forgot what I was going to say, but Shador, like, okay, Marvin Harrison Jr., that's what I'm gonna say. Like, you got juniors like that, kids of NFL players, where like, guess who has had nothing to do with except for
who the fuck has seen Marvin Harrison
blessing him with those genetics? I mean,
that's all he did.
That's the thing. Like, yeah, no, take credit. You're Deion's kid. Like, you've been blessed with
your shit.
You've been blessed with those genes, and you now have an opportunity to show just how good you are, and it's just like I don't know, the flashiness from Deion back in his day, it was like backed up.
Yes.
And he's
We can talk all our shit about Dion, but
and now his
you know,
son
he was
is doing the same thing, but at 4-8, Brady mode. I mean, I just don't
Brady mode. Are you shitting me? Brady
I
mode.
don't get it, and I
It
don't
was
like it.
fucking quadruple overtime against the team that you should have kicked their ass. They lost to Stanford. Stanford for the first time in like 7 years.
Yeah, yeah, I don't.
And still finished last in their division, and they're still gonna talk shit because you better not get us now. I mean, you better get us now because this is the worst we gonna be.
And it's also
Get us
like
now.
I don't see any scenario next season that leads to those two players being the 1 and 4 picks in the draft.
Dude. A couple weeks ago, he said 1 and 2,
Like Travis Hunter,
and then he went back and said, "Oh, you 1 to 4 maybe."
if Travis Hunter stays healthy, yeah, he's an athlete. He's exactly what the NFL wants. I know I made the comment about the position thing, but it's like he's gonna get to the league and it's gonna be like, look, teams are gonna have the answer to what he's playing at the fucking combine or
Yeah,
whatever,
of course, yeah.
whenever. But
But then you look at Shador, like there's going to be a lot of quarterbacks hitting the league this year.
and quarterbacks
Some of these guys pan out,
like
and there's some pretty established contracts happening right now.
Shiloh got way less pressure.
Oh yeah,
You could be a third or fourth string DB for 10 years and just have a easy career. It's like Shador is a D1 quarterback who's already, I mean,
yeah.
I'm sure feels the same way as his father, is going no lower than fourth overall. That is, look, like we talked about it earlier in this episode. That we can't be shocked at players'
But
confidence.
at the same time, like I don't like what are they going to find the team that they want within 1 to 4? You're not going to want to go to any of those teams.
So that's another thing. If you're gonna pull but no, that's the Eli thing though. They're gonna pull an Eli situation. If they get drafted number 1 overall and don't like it, they're gonna just sit out. Which, in my
I
eyes,
guess, but didn't they just? I know that there was a trade with Eli's thing.
yeah, that's what
I
I'm.
don't know what
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're gonna be like, I'm not playing for y'all, so y'all better make
trade
some
me.
fucking moves. And it's like, yeah, no, Deion is making this a lot harder on both of them, and it's just making them look worse. Like
It's making him
before,
look way
I
worse.
would hope, I would really hope that these scouts
Like to back up not only the stuff he said last year, but then to back up all the shit he's saying this year, and then they have to back it up when they get in the NFL. Like making the NFL isn't fucking hard enough.
see, but I would really hope that these scouts on these NFL teams would at least understand that. Like maybe they understand, like, man, that's Deion. He just talks shit. Like maybe
Yeah,
they don't have those expectations for Shador. Like maybe
I
some
hope
teams are penciling him in, circling him in, but they're not like, yeah, if we have the first pick next year, that's who we're taking. It might be
we're
like,
taking.
if we got like a really good like third round pick, we might like pick.
Yeah, if we got an early second round, it'd be pretty cool to have a two-way player.
But if it's a 180 flip and Bro's a Heisman winner, yeah, there you go. That's the way Shador is getting drafted number 1 through 4.
Yes.
But and I just hate to, I don't know, bro. It's like everybody just calls it hating now, but I'm just being honest. Like it's just how I feel.
You guys said that you guys talked all your shit last year, and then you won 4 games. What the fuck is going to change that what y'all saw last year you thought was good
I
enough?
mean, it'd be like me hyping up Florida, or when like when
But this is like you saying Florida was good enough last year and then expecting better from the same team.
or the year before I talk about how great of a quarterback Anthony Richardson is, and nothing happens. Absolutely not.
Exactly.
And I was warning everybody then, like, dude, he's not. Like
Yeah.
yes, he is very athletic. Like bro is
But
very
instead,
he's
exactly. But
gifted.
instead, Deion is telling the whole world, "We coming. Y'all better watch out because we come and get us now." And it's like we never saw it one time that year. And then he's going to say the same exact thing
Next year.
and leading up into the. And how the fuck are we supposed to know that what you're seeing is different?
I
Because apparently he thinks everything that he sees is fucking great. It's trash.
last thing before we get out of here. Any Otani update? I know you read it. I read up on it. I know he's
Yeah, he came out with this statement. It's all fucking bullshit. It's going to get kicked under the rug. Apparently, they're pushing all of this stuff onto the translator, saying that the translator hacked into his bank accounts and stole all of his money and wired it away, which has to be a lie. The first statement that the translator came out with was, "Hey, our bad. Shohei knew about it. He helped me out with the money, and then we got rid of the problem. That's our fault." And then the next day, they said, "Hey, dude, you just implicated Shohei. Retract your statement." He retracted his statement and said that Shohei knew nothing, and now this is being pushed on him. I believe the first statement. I believe that Shohei knew, tried to help out his best friend, and then got implicated. If that's the case, so be it. Investigate that. But the MLB is also the same organization that investigated the Houston Astros and did nothing, and investigated everything else and has done nothing over the past 20 years. So I don't see anything coming out of this. I see Shohei being the face of the league still, and that's that.
but bro's in on
Of course.
it. Bro's in on it.
Whether he was gambling or not, I don't know if he fucking gambled away 1 cent, but he paid a bookie
Yeah,
$4.5 million.
bro's in on it.
Of
Bro,
course.
call him Calvin
You don't
Ocean.
fucking lose $4.5 million over the course of months, over the course of years, and not know. This has been happening since 2021.
Yeah.
He didn't just lose $400 million. I mean $4 million.
Well, there you go. Michael Jordan of baseball, the Calvin Ridley of the MLB, Shohei.
No, he's the Travis Hunter of baseball.
Uh, yeah, that too. Travis Hunter of
He's a
baseball.
two-way.
Which like I said earlier, if I'm like the parent,
If
I'm
you're
so mad.
Travis
I'm
family,
so
yeah.
pissed. If I'm any family
Travis Hunter
member,
could be really
I'm
good in the NFL.
any family member of Travis Hunter, I'm like, can you tell your coach to like shut the fuck up? Like, bro, you can
Yeah.
go 30th. I don't care. Like, we're
Yeah,
good.
that's a bonus.
Um,
That's going to be a contract.
but with all that being said, we talked some really stupid rules that we're going to be seeing next year in the NFL. Dallas doing absolutely nothing so far this offseason. Russell returning, Dame and Tatum. We talked about Travis Etienne. Big fuck ups, big old fuck ups with him.
Couple of fucks ups.
Jordan Love, Packers, Jalen Johnson, Caleb Williams, Deion Sanders, just telling the whole entire world how good his son and Travis Hunter really is, and the gambling addict himself, Shohei Otani. Is there anything you want to say before we get out of here, Devin?
Tune in tomorrow. First baseball game of the year for the Orioles.
There you go.
Playing the Angels. No Otani.
A bunch of pizza.
Go O's. Hopefully there's some pizza.
Yeah.
Everyone from Dundalk, you're going to have to take a different route to get into Baltimore. Sorry.
We didn't talk about that, but that
was pretty
crazy.
fun.
That was crazy. I already don't like bridges, so the fact that I saw a video of the bridge just absolutely. And what was it? The ship lost.
It's just like instant.
The ship loses power.
Gone.
The ship lost power
in the water.
Well, so the ship lost power, right?
Yeah, something happened.
Lights cut off, and then like when they got back on, it was like too late.
Yeah.
And I've also never seen just something that's supposed to be very structurally sound crumble like that.
Well, it also got fucking hammered by
Devin, you got to think about it. Like when you,
1,000-ton vessel or however much that thing weighs.
yeah, but you got to think about it. Like when we look at a big ass boat like that, we don't really assume it's going that fast.
It's not. It's just mass.
Yeah, but I'm saying like it's got to be picking some type of.
Also, that bridge was built in the 70s.
Well, we talk about. We've had this conversation on this podcast before about bridges and how
Yeah,
I'm
they're
telling you we won't see this bridge built. We will die before that bridge is a thing again.
no, this bridge will be rebuilt.
I promise you. I promise.
A bridge will be rebuilt
Promise you,
near it.
this podcast will be a TV show before that bridge is
No,
even
a
close to
bridge will
being
be built.
built. Every single bridge
But
I've seen worked on, I've never drove on.
I feel like I have. Maybe. But
Bridge top.
they're lucky it was 1 a.m. and not like rush hour or like 9 in the morning. That would have sucked.
All right. Well, with all that being said, we will be back on Saturday. Brand new episode on Saturday. Brand new episodes every Tuesday and Saturday. Usually, I know past two it was Friday and Wednesday, but every episode Tuesday, Saturday. We'll be back on Saturday. Hopefully you enjoyed. We'll be back talking more NFL, more NBA, more bullshit. Maybe Deion will say something else stupid. It has been me. It has been Devin. It has been real. We are out.